Oh my god. Has it really been an entire year since I last visited this place? Holy frick! Which means it's all still here from a year ago. Is it actually true? Oh my god! It is! Dang! I have not been back here in like pretty much exactly a year. At least from what this footage is telling us. Dang! Look at this, guys. It's 5 years since I discovered this entire stronghold here, which eventually became my base. The problem is, yeah, it's been a whole year since I've last been here. At least off by 1 day. I mean, just take a listen to this footage from 5 years ago, and we'll get the idea just right.
Now, where did I find it? Oh! I found it, guys! Finally, after 17 minutes, I finally find a stronghold. Oh, and I need my night vision back. Yeah! Here we are! We found a stronghold. After only a year and a half of being on this island.
Look how different it is now compared to 5 years ago. That's insane. Also, that is a major voice difference. Good lord, man. I forgot how much my voice changed in 5 years. Wow. I was like 16 at the time. I'm 21 now. That is insane how much has changed in 5 years. Well, what are we still standing here for? Let's celebrate. For the last time. Before I don't do this again for probably another 5 years. Much like all of the other anniversaries that we've celebrated its 5th anniversary for this year. I'm still not kidding about that. Now, since these Halloween decorations are already here, I will technically replace them with different ones. But you know what? To celebrate the 5th anniversary, I want to make a few modifications around here, considering we don't go to this base really as much anymore, compared to, of course, anywhere else on the island. So, to make up and apologize for the lack of going to this base in the last 5 or so years, let's make some modifications and change a few things up since some really cool blocks have been added ever since. And that will be a great way to celebrate 5 years. Of course, I'll still have a little cake in the middle of the base, but you know what I mean. Let's make some renovations, but not too many, hopefully. Alright, let's do it! Complete! Yeah, no, I think that took a little longer than I anticipated. But, you know what? It's worth it. Oh, never mind. Apparently this is still here from a year ago. You know, I remember last year's Halloween event. It was a zombie apocalypse. Whoa! Hold it! Hold it! I can't keep count. This is too hard. That was fun. And this is a nice thing right here to remind me of that nonsense, even though this was placed here a year ago. Let's get rid of that and replace it with this! That's right! Take yourselves a look here. This is freaking nuts. Look at this madness. That's right. You have to climb up the cake to be able to find the hat. Specifically right here. The Legos Island Base 5th anniversary hat. I think back then it used to only just say base, but since this is the 5th and final time we're doing this for a while, I thought why not just put the full name. Oh yeah, let's also put my pickaxe back since I needed to have some room to just create the hat. And this is how it looks right here. Seriously, I just love having the armor trims now, just covering up the leather part of, you know, the hat that normally used to never be covered up in the middle. It's just nice to have an armor trim that actually covers that now, because it makes the hat look even cooler. So that's why I've been using the Serenity armor trim a lot lately when it comes to these hats. Because it just makes them look so much cooler, don't you think? Anyway, this is the cake for the 5-year anniversary of the base. Because this was the day 5 years ago we discovered this stronghold, which eventually turned into the base, which rarely gets used. I need to do more of that. I'd better not jinx myself and not come back in a year's time and it still looks exactly the same. Oh, fun fact about this item over here. You may notice behind here, you'll notice there's a jack-o'-lantern item above this cake. Well, a little fun fact, by the way. This is actually still here from a year ago when we explored this place for Halloween. But now, a year later, it has been replaced with a candle. The Cyan 5th anniversary candle, to be specific. However, that's not the only candle to be hidden around here. There's also one next to the cake room. To be specific, right here. The blue 5th anniversary candle. And there's one more right by the exit of this place. The light blue 5th anniversary candle. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about these. As you can notice, it looks like this. Sorry about that. Don't know what that was. But, as you can see, it is mainly all blue, which is freaking awesome. You know, quite honestly, I don't know if we've ever updated these pillars ever since we implemented their original colors 5 years ago. Also, speaking of which, by the way, you're probably thinking, what are the renovations and which ones are only exclusive to this party? Well, I have a good answer for that. You know, all of these, that all used to be purple blocks that are now, of course, green/blue, well, those will be here permanently. So, allow me to explain. So, anything that used to have purple is now this. Permanently. Because it honestly looks way better. Now, I don't know why didn't I do this a few years ago when these were implemented into the game. I just never thought of the idea. But these, as you can see, all of this stuff that used to be purple, such as these, are now green/blue permanently. Because, honestly, it just fits the base better at this point. It really does. It really does fit the base. Oh, yeah, I never actually got to show you out here, which is why I'm going back up. Because I never actually got to properly show you out here. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It looks so freaking cool. But this just looks even cooler. As you can notice, we have all the cakes from, actually, wait, these are all new ones, actually. So, actually, fun fact, these are all in the place of the jack-o'-lanterns from a year ago. Which, by the way, we will be back here when we do the Halloween party tour on October 25th. And yes, it will be decorated. And I will promise I am going to hopefully, I really hope I don't jinx myself. Hopefully, if my future self watches this far in the future, please visit the base more. I'm telling that to my future self. If they happen to be watching this far in the future, please visit the base more. We need it. Because this place is like one of the most least visited places on this entire world. I'm not kidding. It is one of the least visited places in this entire world. Here. So, I need to... oh, wait, hold on. Why is there gravel back here? Maybe it was an Enderman a few years ago. Or I don't know how long. Oh, it must have been one of these. That's right, because there's like gravel around here. Anyway, back to the point, though. You can notice how we have 3 colors. We have light blue, we have cyan, and then dark blue itself. Which, yeah. Oh, that minecart's been there for a while. You know, maybe we should take it back. Of course, I'll pause in between if I do end up doing that. Which, by the way, you're probably wondering why there was a firework rocket in my inventory earlier. That was just to get over here. Anyway, by the way, a lot of this, like, these cobwebs have been here for, like, 2 years at this point. Oh, yeah, there's still stuff left over from, like, 2 years ago that I still have yet to clean up around here from 2 Halloween, 2 Halloweens ago. That makes some sense, hopefully. I know, it's crazy. And are, like, the only rooms I never got a chance to renovate. In terms of their slight color differences. But even this room got changed, too. The little slight color difference. And of course, the pillars. Of course, normally there's only 4 torches, which are on the top pillar here. The other 4 that are below it will be removed. But yeah, this is a nice anniversary party. Don't you think? This really is a nice anniversary. To celebrate 5 years of this base. Now, I did leave the cobwebs here from a year ago to make it feel like that this place has been straight up abandoned, which it is actually kind of true considering, as the last time we were here was a year ago, dang it. I know, I need to really come here more. Anyway, that's what this anniversary is going to hopefully fix. My lack of coming to this base. And I think these are still here from 2 years ago. Actually, ironically, you know what's freaking funny? Hold on, let me go grab some of the, pieces that we're gonna need for this. Give me just 1 second. Sorry that the video's so long, by the way. I just thought I'd bring that up. Fun fact, did you know all of this back here is still here from 2021? All the Halloween decorations. Yeah, I'm not making that up, guys. I'm like being 100% serious. Let's change these. Now, why didn't I do this? I just wanted to just show you that this is not actually a joke. And that these actually are still left over from 2 years ago. However, now we'll have hopefully some minor differences. You'll notice that when we go into all the other rooms, they are actually still the same from their respective year. Which is freaking crazy. Hence why there's bats, like freaking everywhere. And see, there's still rooms that we still haven't finished even after 5 years. You can tell this is a stronghold, as you can see. Which makes itself very clear depending on where we're going. But, I digress. The point is, a lot of this was done, mainly the paint, or mainly all the blocks being changed to blue, were done around 5 years ago, and was a pretty long process. Took a few episodes to complete, but hey, we did it, and I don't think we ever actually completed the base, which is insane, because I kept abandoning it for forever, man. Like, I never made any more legitimate progress, really, at all, if I recall correctly, but the streamers are up here as well, by the way, just to clarify. The reason they are is just because I wanted to add some little more decorations that are, you know, not the same as, like, the last few years. And yes, even these got improved, too, which is awesome, because it really shows that I actually did put a lot of care into this, despite never coming here. But, yeah. Anyway, there's not much else to say. Of course, I will come back in a day's time and clean all of the anniversary stuff up. So, that will be very fun to see, and I hope you guys like the anniversary party. In a year's time, we may or may not even make an episode on this day in a year. I'm gonna be honest. What if next year ends up being the first ever time we do not make a Legos Island episode? On, say, the close-up anniversary and the base anniversary. Oh! That could be a possibility considering we're not celebrating their anniversaries anymore for a few years. So don't be surprised in a year's time if you don't see an episode on this day. I thought I'd just bring that up real quick. You know, speaking of Legos Island, did you know for the entirety of this video we were not on, like, the actual island itself? I know, it's very rare that there is, like, an episode that we are just straight up not even on the island at all. Or, like, the main island itself. Of course, we're on the world, just not the main island itself where everything else takes place. Didn't you manage to notice that throughout the last, hold on, 13 minutes? Because if so, then yeah, great job for knowing. Because that's exactly what this episode was. And because of that, there were no dogs that needed to be, you know, featured, because we were going to be extremely far away anyway. It would not have made sense. So basically, anytime we go to the base, don't expect me to bring a dog at all, as it is extremely far away. Fun fact, by the way, when I originally made the original arch for the base, meaning this entire little mini building right here, it didn't always look like, at least the blue colors on the buildings, not minus all the decorations that are on top of it. I'm talking about, you know, the blue that covers the building. Yeah. Here's what it looked like 5 years ago, and you'll really see how much has changed. That's crazy that that little wooden building eventually turned into this monstrosity. And it's awesome, because it really shows how far it's come. What's funny is that literally just 1 day later, on October 15th, is when we built the arch here to make it look like the way it is today. Crazy how that quickly it can change. Dang. I forgot how quickly we changed that to make it look like the way it is now. Dang. That's nuts. And see, some of the rooms that we explored today and some things that got renovated ironically started right here. just one day after we found the base. Meaning, all the renovations that we did today, ironically, had stayed there for basically 5 years. That's insane. It truly shows how far this base has come in the last 5 years. Despite not being visited as much, it's still a very good place. And, well, even though we may not be making an episode on this day a year later, we'll see what happens in a year's time. But for the time being, I hope we visit this place more. It's really fun and very, very interesting. And with all that said, I apologize for the long video, but, you know, a lot of references were brought up that I did not think I was ever gonna bring up. So see what we just did. All of this just got renovated now, which is awesome because it really shows how far it's come. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one, which ironically is October 15th. I have no idea what we're doing in that episode, but the point is, I'll tell you, it's going to be freaking awesome. Oh wait, I think we got some info on Legos Out on Halloween 2023 that I have yet to share with you. That was revealed a few days back, actually. So, you know, that actually could be the next episode. Yeah! I'll see you then.